Hello, viewers. Welcome to my dream course, a Kama television program that enlightens you on choice and relevance of tertiary institution courses. I am Ekai Emiti Ibrahim, your presenter of the program. Stay tuned as we navigate schools and colleges. Thank you. Okay, good morning, sir. My name is Ekai Emiti. What's your name?
My name is Peter Hadley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a student in this school? What department?
Crime Management and Prevention Control.
Okay. Is this your first year or second year?
This is actually my second year.
Okay. So for me that not very much familiar with your school, I just used to hear about Spy. Spy is that the name of the school, or does the school have another name?
Okay, I think SPY is a short form of the name in which they shorten it, but it's actually Adamawa State Polytechnic Yola. And I think a lot of people are so used to the shortcut in which they normally call it SPY and more.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we'd like to ask you a few questions about your department. Um, and the question is, for a layman out there, let's say maybe a primary school or secondary school students that have not been to higher institution, so they don't know about criminology or crime management. So what can you tell them about that?
Okay, I think I'm happy for the question you asked me. Crime prevention, management, and control is actually a very good cause, most especially in Nigeria and in this very critical moment in which we found ourselves, because it actually helps you to know how to work on preventing crimes, because a lot of youths nowadays are trying to, because due to the economic hardship, a lot of youth would want to involve themselves in a lot of criminal activities that will end up leading them to going to prisons and more, which is not going to be good for the future of this very generation. So I think it is very good that we get to create an awareness for them to know more about what crime prevention and management is all about, in which they can be able to know how to do the needful, what to do and what not to do, and then what to do at the right time as well. So I think.
So what advice will you give someone that is skeptical about studying criminology or crime management?
Okay. Um, my advice for them is that first of all, crime management is actually a very good cause, and it helps a lot in the society as well, and then not just the society as well, in within your family setting, because you can be able to educate a lot of people in your community or areas and the people at home, because it helps you create this awareness and knowledge to your younger ones about a lot of criminal activities that is actually going on. And I think this also results to lack of indiscipline in the society, because once you're disciplined, there's no way you involve yourself in any criminal activities. So I think these are the things they need to know, and the preventive measures as well to work on.
Thank you. So the last question now. If I study crime management now, how will I be addressed in the society? For instance, now if I study law, I'll be addressed as a barrister. Uh-huh.
Yeah, for now, we, based on the diploma setting, you can be called a crime manager, someone that can be able to manage crime and be able to see how you can be able to control crime. So you can be called a crime manager irrespective of wherever you find yourself, because it is something that you can start up anywhere, not just you waiting to be involving yourself in maybe either a police force or any institution or force, paramilitary or whatever. But I think a crime manager is actually a person who know more about a lot of things that has to do with crime, the management, prevention, control, and more, in which can also help us in terms of the challenges in which we find ourselves today, and then it also helps in a lot of activities that can create more awareness to the young ones and the generation that are coming up to be able to see and get the knowledge of which they need to prevent and manage themselves. Not just because you don't really need to even go to school to know more about crime management and prevention. Once you have someone that can be able to help you out, educate you, let you know about the things you need to do and not things you need not to do. I believe that we all will have a better society and a better community as well.
So is school a scam?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. You go to school to learn a lot of things. There are things you learn that you don't really need to go to school, and there are things that we learn a lot in school. But I think, gone are the days that a lot of elderly people would ask you that they don't need to ask you that what course are you studying in school. They'll ask you, what's your discipline? Okay, what were you really disciplined in school to become? That doesn't really mean that, okay, after school you need to have this mindset of, okay, telling yourself that you are going to have a job out there, but you need to have this mindset of creating what can you bring, what can you create, and more. So because I believe that the more the youths would begin to have this mindset of, okay, what am I bringing to the table? Am I, we need to be creative, because nowadays it's not really us being focused or centered ourselves on the government, because the government can't really do everything. But once we begin to have this mindset of job creation, what can you do for yourself? What can you do for your community and more? In terms of the skills you have to offer. So I believe that the society will become a better place for all of us.
Thank you very much for your audience.